We're back.
We're back.
I fear we recorded for 3 hours yesterday. Fire. And
So good.
None of it saved.
We literally left to being like, oh, that was the
We were
best
like,
one yet.
We got this. I downloaded Logic so we didn't have to use Ratchet GarageBand anymore.
Right.
And it bit me in my hiney.
We thought we had it down.
We did.
We did not, I fear.
Yeah, no.
But that's okay. Because
That's okay.
we love to yap, so
Yeah.
there's always
What's
another
better
day.
than 6 hours of yapping with your bestie?
Literally nothing better. Nothing.
I also stress ripped all my nails off, so I don't have those anymore.
Perfect.
Anywho.
Well, that would have been hard at rehearsal tonight.
Yeah, and I would have probably been yelled at by...
Papa. Well, today's episode.
Oh, wait, let me do my ASMR.
Oh, yes.
I was so upset that didn't make it. Oh, my
Evie's
nails
gonna
are
do
gone.
Her. Oh. She can still do it. I loved that. I loved every second of that. That was great. Well, today's episode is about gut feelings, intuition,
Red flags.
red flags.
Our weekend recap.
Of course. I feel like this is like the time of year where I start going through like a lull.
Yeah.
Where I'm just like, I'm bored with everything in my life and I want to change everything. So our weekend recap, it was St. Patrick's Day. So of course we went to our favorite place in the world.
Where we met.
O'Neill's.
Neilio's.
It is an Irish pub. So of course we had to go there.
Oh, we did.
I mean, where else are we going to be on a Saturday
Where
night?
else?
To be honest with you.
Didn't go out Friday night because
We
we had to
didn't.
rest up.
We were preparing our livers. But we had a really good time. There was this awesome band there called the Souls.
Yeah.
They were great.
really good.
They were so good.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. They're an eight-piece band, I think.
Yeah. And it was
Yeah.
great to see another large numbered
Yeah.
band. And they also had a saxophone player.
They did.
They had a keyboard player and a saxophone player.
Yeah.
Which we might have one day.
Yes.
But hopefully it's me.
Yeah. Or me. We'll switch.
Or we.
Or we. Or we. Yeah, we're just musical prodigies,
Oh, yeah.
you know, so we just
Oh, yeah.
you know. But anyways.
Anywho.
So yeah, we were at O'Neill's. We saw this awesome band play. We were dancing the night away.
Oh, we were. It was fun.
That was a good time.
I felt like weird because I wanted to. There were so many songs. Like when "Fuck You" was playing, I was like, "Oh,
I
this is my
know.
shit." But I was talking to my high school ex-boyfriend's best friend. They're now roommates. I was talking to him, and I was like, "I want to go dance," but like I'm so in this conversation right now,
Yeah.
I couldn't just like dip out,
Right.
Because it was information that I asked for.
Right. So you're like, yeah, tell me everything. Sorry, gotta go. Bye. I need to go dance. You learned the lore.
I did.
Yeah, as soon as I heard them playing that song, I literally ran to like whoever I saw, and Joe was like the first person I
Yeah.
saw. I was like, we have to do this song.
We have
It's like,
to.
did you see the crowd?
Oh my
Everybody
God.
was so excited.
I'll learn it right now.
All right, weekend recap.
Weekend fucking recap.
I
St.
feel like I don't
Patty's
have
Day.
much more to say.
Oh, I do.
You do.
I always do.
Yeah.
But okay, so it was my cousin's 21st birthday, and
Yeah.
I would have been completely happy just staying at O'Neill's all night. I say that every time, and I would be.
Yeah.
But when my little cousin, who's turning 21, wants to go to Stanford, I gotta go to Stanford.
Of course.
Stanbaggy.
It's a rite of passage.
It is. And I feel like my 21st birthday, I went to brunch with people that were 5 years older than me, drank half a drink, and I was in a shitty fucking relationship. My ex-boyfriend, who we call Mr. Scary.
He is Mr. Scary.
Oh, he is quite terrifying. He was flirting with the only other single girl there.
Perfect.
There was only like 6 of us. And
On your birthday.
On my birthday, flirting with her, and then talking to everyone about his ex-girlfriend.
Talk about a gut feeling.
Oh
I
man,
mean,
I sure felt that in my gut.
yeah.
I
My gut
fucking
was feeling it.
My gut was talking to me.
Yeah.
He, I don't know, Edgar.
Edgar.
So Edgar is the monster that comes out.
It's her
at
alter
O'Neill's
ego.
when I have a few too many rum and cokes.
And you know what?
He's actually a 6-year-old biker dude,
And he's awesome. He's hiding in there, but when he comes
hiding in
out,
there. Oh, he comes out.
you better run.
You better fucking run.
You better run.
Edgar did smoke a cigarette this weekend. That's okay.
And that's
they don't
okay.
count when you're drunk. And I told my
Exactly.
dad that, and he said, "You know what? You're right."
Exactly.
And I am right. I'm always right.
Yeah. I just saw this TikTok of this guy that was like, I'm going to make a business like called Drunk Cigs, where you just sell like 5 in a pack.
Hell yeah!
Because it's like when you're drunk, like nobody wants to go and buy
That's
a whole
fucking
pack of
genius
cigarettes.
idea.
Yeah, because then you're gonna wake up Sunday morning with a
Right.
pack of probably a half pack of
Right.
cigarettes and regret everything that you did.
Yeah.
Talk about anxiety. I mean, come on.
Anxiety. My anxiety was so brutal.
Yeah.
Oof.
I
So
fear.
we were at O'Neill's, and my family ended up coming out. My dad was there. My uncle was there. His new girlfriend was there. And yeah, so that was fun. And then I saw my high school ex-boyfriend's friend group. And only one of them is nice to me. He is now roommates with my ex-boyfriend.
And they were roommates.
And they were roommates. And I go, so where's, you know,
So and so.
and he was like, he shipped it up to Boston. And I know what that means because his new girlfriend lives in Boston. Don't ask me how I know.
That was a fun play on
It was
little St. Patty's Day song.
genius. I actually got so excited when I saw he was drinking a rum and coke. I needed 5 more immediately, and that's
Right.
exactly what I did.
It's like as soon as he's like, oh, I'm going to go get a drink. Oh, give me one too.
Actually,
Might as well.
double it.
2 for me.
And yeah, so I was asking questions. I just wanted to know how generally, not because I want to be with him or that I miss him or anything of that nature.
Sometimes
it was
you just wanna
because
know.
I'm a nosy bitch. And also I want to know why you're in my TikTok profile views once a week.
Ooh.
He was trying so hard to hold it back. And he was like, she's an interesting character. And I go, would you say he's whipped? And he goes, what you?
Oh my God. That's crazy.
I was like, that's all I needed to hear.
I mean,
Thank
yeah,
you.
he shipped it up to Boston on St. Patty's Day weekend
Oh, yeah.
instead of being with his friends.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Something. So they actually live in my old apartment building. My little cousin wanted to go to Stamvagey.
Stamvagey.
I fear it runs in the family.
I mean, it is like a rite of passage on your 21st
Yeah.
to go there.
I probably should have gone there for my 21st, but I shouldn't have because I was in a different
Different place.
era. It's
Yeah.
almost like I skipped the beginning part of my like 20s being like trying to be all mature for this like guy that was older than me who's
Right.
way more fucking immature than anyone I've ever met in my life.
Well, he's a man.
Yeah. 28-year-old man that acts like a 4-year-old child, but that's okay. God bless. And I was trying to like just prove to him that I was so mature, and
Right.
I'm not mature. I'm the most immature person. I'm so over dramatic, and
We're
that's
just
okay.
teenage girls.
But I know that, and I admit that now.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was trying to act like I wasn't, just because he was using like my age as an excuse as to why he didn't want to like commit to me.
Right.
And I was like, that's not the fucking reason. It's because you're
Yeah.
still banging your ex. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was like, well, my 21st was like right before COVID happened.
Right.
So like then we were locked inside for so long. So then it was like once we were able to like get out again, like I was going to Stanford every weekend.
Hell yeah, sister.
Like every weekend. But it's like a rite of passage. You need that time, that party time there.
You do. We get to Stanford, and we go to Town Parlor. Have to show him that dump of a place.
I'm crying.
And so then, of course, I run into Mr. Music Man. It's so funny, too, because we always talk about how we hate Stamford and, like, hate Bedford Street. Every single time I've gone there, I've seen him there. And we always just laugh at each other because we're like, LOL. Because, like, why do we keep coming back?
Yeah.
And
it happens every time.
I see him. He's just, you know, doing his thing. Then I'm like, let's get out of this dump. And we go to Bradford's. And we walk in. And who's there? My friend.
Oh, goodness.
We're actually not friends anymore. I don't know what we are. What are we?
What are we?
We tried to be friends. We actually
Didn't work.
So we agreed to be friends, and then he made me pasta with meat sauce, and it was delicious. And I said, yeah, this is gonna be a fucking issue.
When a man cooks you dinner,
It's so
like,
hot.
that's not very like friend behavior.
No, and then like we decided to be friends, and then all of a sudden I could like talk to him because like there was no pressure for me to be like this like perfect little angel because
Right.
I'm actually Edgar.
Right. Edgar is her and she is Edgar.
We made dinner and we hung out a few more times, and then I ended up sleeping over his apartment, and that was the end of us being friends.
Well,
And that's okay.
that's all she wrote.
I walk in and I see my friend. My little cousin sees my face. I'm very facial. Like you can tell when something's up with me. And he like just saw something, and he was just like, And he walks
Something's
over. He starts talking to the girls, and he makes out with one of them, and
Hell
takes the
yeah.
other one home.
Hell yeah. What a 21st for him.
What a 21st.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he just killed it. He sealed the deal, and he texted me, I'm coming down for breakfast in the morning. I said, actually don't.
Right. Let's not be thinking about breakfast right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking of other things to think
have
about.
bigger fish
Why don't
to
you get
fry.
breakfast with the girl you just banged?
Right. You have bigger fish to fry, I fear.
So then my friend finally says hi to me after 20 minutes. And I was talking to like mutuals at that point because I was alone in Stambegi with just mutuals.
Which
like,
is terrifying.
And like my friend who is not my friend.
Right.
Like we talked for a minute and whatever. And like I could tell he was drunk, and I didn't really want to like get into anything. And I was just like, I'm just going to see what he does and like let him do his thing.
Right.
And like obviously walking into a bar and seeing like someone you like talking to someone it's unsettling at first, especially when you've gone through shit in the past.
Right.
But at the same time, I was just like, whatever. And then we were all standing outside. Music Man's out there again. I run over to him because I'm like, oh, someone I know.
Right.
Thank God. And then we're talking. The people, the mutuals that I was with, they were like, let's go to Port Chester. And I was like, fuck it. Bless you.
Thank you.
So my dad actually had my keys.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nightmare situation.
And I was like, I'm going to have to wake him up eventually. I don't really want to do it right now.
Right.
He's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to Port Chester. And my friend was like, do you want to come in my Uber with me? And I was like, no. Because I wanted him to come out with me.
Right.
And he didn't. And so I was like, you know what? You don't get to take me home after not going out with me. Like, that's not how this works.
Absolutely.
And he gets in the Uber, and then, like, we argue all night long. Literally the rest of the time I was out. And
it was all night long.
It was all night long. It ended at 5 a.m. And I think he fell asleep. He's known to do that.
Right.
And he was like, so like, are we done? And I was like, no. If you heard how many fucking chances I give people, you would do whatever you wanted.
Yeah. I used to be like that, like hardcore.
Yeah.
The amount of chances that I gave my ex to change.
Oh, yeah.
Whew, thank God I woke up.
My eyes
You're
are
on your
creeping
way.
open.
You're on your way.
I'm like in the last stage of REM.
Yes, you're on your way.
We ended up hanging out yesterday. Like nothing happened. When my dad brought me to get my keys at 4 a.m. But
God bless Timmy.
God bless Timothy.
Well, let's get into the gut feelings and the
Gut
intuition.
feelings.
So, A woman's intuition is never wrong.
Ever. Even when you want it to be.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not. And it's like you have to, I feel like we have to trust our gut feelings, because when we don't, bad things happen.
Oh, yeah. Real bad.
Yeah. Like the last situation that I was in where I had a gut feeling, like it was like, I knew it was like real. I knew like whatever I was thinking was like happening.
Right.
And it was like this, but the person was like lying straight to my face. No, I would never do that. I would never put myself in the position to cheat on you.
Right.
Oh, that's weird.
That's so funny because you literally did.
And it's like my gut feeling was like always was telling me like something's off. And like I was just trying to like push it down, and I should have listened to it the entire time. Yeah. What a crazy situation.
Crazy.
But anytime I've had a gut feeling, I've been right.
Yeah. It sucks.
I've never been
really
wrong.
Sucks. Same. That's the N in my name stands for never wrong.
Yep. Yep. And the N in my name also stands for never wrong. Yeah, we are never wrong.
No.
And we always like our intuition is always on point.
It's unfortunately it's a little too on point to the
Yeah.
And it gets really specific too. My first time being physically cheated on. There's other cheatings that have occurred with like just talking to other girls behind my back. If you don't want to be with me, then do not be with me.
Right.
Like if you're interested in another girl, go fucking talk to her. I don't care. Just don't do it in my presence.
I think it's crazy too, like when guys like think that like they could date somebody for years and then like just break up with them and like go with like somebody else and like
literally,
you know,
it's so weird.
and think that like everything's all like rainbows and butterflies. Like, baby,
It's not. Especially when it comes to me, like people that have like had their eye on me since they were in other relationships, and then they get to know me, and I'm like, I am your karma for whatever the fuck you did to that last girl. And it's not on purpose. I'm just insane.
I feel like I've been through so many different kinds of relationships that it's like now if I have a gut feeling too, I'm like quick to like walk away, or like I'm quick to be like, you did me dirty, like this bridge is burned and it's never being rebuilt.
Burn
like
it.
Done. And I used to give people chance after chance after chance to like work their way back into my life because I love so hard. So it's like I always want to keep people in my life that I feel like are worth it. But like when somebody shows me like that they don't want to be in my life, or that they've like taken my kindness for weakness, like bridge burned, never being rebuilt. Don't even try and come back here.
Literally. And the craziest thing too, like my first time being physically cheated on was also my first time smoking weed, and it was at my family reunion, and I had that gut feeling, and my ex, well, he wasn't my ex, we went to prom together, and we were just like kind of dating all summer just because I slept at his house and his mom was a really good cook.
Hell yeah.
And we were in the same friend group, and like the parties we would go to were right up the street. So we would walk every single day. We would like walk up the street and go drink. And it was great. He was at this party with a bunch of sluts, and like, I don't know what else to say. They're not nice girls.
Yeah.
Like, I don't talk about girls that are like nice.
Right.
These girls are nasty out of pure like jealousy of other people. Like, I'm sorry. Like, no.
I think what sucks too about like situations like that and like feeling like that gut feeling is like then when you find out that the girl knew about you.
Oh yeah. And she knew.
Oh my God.
She totally fucking knew.
And it's like awful. Like I feel like that's an awful thing to do to another person, but like I feel like for women, like that's such an awful thing to do to another woman.
It depends, because the last girl that fully knew about me and fully knew about my situation and everything with Mr. Scary, hate her guts because of the way that she handled it. Because I came to her as like a hurting woman, and I said, I don't care, like it's not your fault. I just want to know what happened.
Yeah.
And she went all fucking ghetto on me. You're lucky I'm taking it easy on you. Like all this shit. Then like starts posting everything she could find, like screenshots of FaceTimes, like just weird shit. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I just think it's like, I don't know, like it's just so messed up.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why would you want to make another person feel like
exactly.
that?
So I get to college, and I was plotting on this man since I committed.
Mm-hmm.
My dad showed me a video of the hockey team, and I saw him, and I look at the roster, and I find him, add him on Instagram. My gut feeling told me his Snapchat username, and I was correct. And we Snapchatted, and I said, I'm going to be a freshman. And he was like, cool. And that was that. And then I got there, and I met him my second night of school. We ended up going to the hockey house, and I saw him in real life. And
IRL.
I acted like he was a celebrity, and I took pictures with him.
I mean, that was like a normal freshman.
It was totally a normal
college
thing.
and like freshman and college experience. Like all of like the sports players were like celebrities.
All the athletes. I have so many fucking pictures.
Why
of, like,
did I say
guys.
sports players?
Sports players. He was from Latvia. The language barrier got the best of us.
Yes.
That was quite funny. And then we just like start making out, and I was like, bet. And then
Slay.
a week later, he told me to come over, and obviously I did. And afterwards, his roommate was like banging on the door, like kind of fucking with him, and he gets an axe, throws it over his shoulder, shirtless, opens the door. I took a picture of it, put it in black and white, and posted it on my fucking Visco.
I'm crying.
I don't know why I did that. The next night after we hooked up, I was like so excited to go to the hockey house again, and he was like, why don't you have a boyfriend? Like, and I was like, oh, my last boyfriend cheated on me. He was like, oh my gosh, that's horrible. Like, you deserve everything.
When a man tells you that you deserve better than him, that you deserve everything, run, because he's not going to give it to you.
Run.
And he's right. You do deserve better than him.
That was shown to me the following night when I walk into the hockey house, and he's making out with another girl right in front of me.
There's a lot of red flags in a lot of men.
There are.
What is like your biggest red flag that you like look out for?
I would summarize it by saying like them talking about things that they should have done, that they should do, that we should do. Because my ex came over when we first started hanging out. It was like 2 weeks into us hanging out, and my mom bought me flowers, and he was like, oh shit, I should have bought you flowers.
All talk, no action.
Right, all talk, no action.
That's
he
a
also
big
said,
red flag.
He also said he wanted to take me to see the sharks because I love sharks.
Right.
They're my favorite. Like his work was so slow for like 3 months, and he never took me, and I was like, this was your fucking idea.
Yeah, I think it's a big red flag when men are like, oh, like I want to take you here, I want to do this, like blah blah blah, all this stuff, like, and then they don't have any sort of action behind it.
Yeah.
Like I told you, like, and I'm a big planner.
Oh yeah.
So like I will like literally plan whatever. And so like I remember with a person that I was involved with.
Right.
I was like so excited about like going on like a ski trip that I made an entire like itinerary, and I was like, all we have to do is like book it. Like I put links in it and everything. Like I was so excited, and like he kept saying like, okay, yeah, we'll do it, we'll book it, and then we never did. And then it was like another idea would come around. Like everything was always an idea, a concept. Like going on vacation was always a concept, like unless it was like our friends were involved in it.
Yeah. Which is annoying.
I think too, like I was thinking about this the other day, another like big red flag is like, for me at least, is like when somebody like, and I'm not a big like gift person, like I like more like sentimental gifts or like an experience, like going on a trip. But when somebody gets you gifts that have literally nothing to do with like what you want, who you are as a person, it's like, are you okay? Like, do you even know me? When it comes to like my friends and like a significant other, whatever, like I feel like I pay attention to like what my friends like what like they say that they want, like stuff like that. And so like one year, like with somebody, I got them like, I felt like it was awesome gifts, like everything that like, you know, he wanted, like was asking for, and like I did like a big surprise that was like a big experience, like, you know, it was like a first for him, a first for like me and like our two friends as well. And like I was so excited about it. I was like, oh my god, like now, like what if I wonder what he's gonna get me for my birthday. He got me, I honestly, like, I don't even remember any of the gifts that I was given by that person because they were all so, like, random.
Yeah.
And just, like, there was one gift that he got me that I actually made fun of him for getting it for me because he was, like, we used to always do, like, the infinity sign.
Oh my
like,
God.
love forever. And then he told me that he got me, like, something, like a piece of jewelry or something, and I said, please don't tell me it has an infinity sign. And he was like, what? Like, it had an infinity sign. Of course I wore it, and like I appreciated it, of course, because that was probably the first time he had ever gotten me a gift that like meant something to the both of us.
Slay.
And wasn't just like a pair of pajamas from Amazon. Like, but whatever. It's definitely a big red flag when men don't pay attention to you.
Yeah. You said something about a fucking sparkly microphone. I was like, birthday present.
Yeah.
Like I just knew exactly. Because I was like, oh my God, when am I going to get her? Then you said that. And I was like, perfect.
Evie said
I'll
like
find
that she needed Aquaphor one day. And I literally went to CVS and got Aquaphor for both of us.
I actually met my friend and my ex-boyfriend in the same week. And I was just in love with both of them. Mm-hmm. One more so than the other, but I'm not going to name names. But one of them was available and one of them was not.
Right.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
I walk into Uncorked and I lived right around the corner from all the bars in New Canaan at that point. It was very nice because I could just walk home and like make a PB&J and go back to the bar. And
absolutely.
So I walk in and I see him and I was like, who is this man? But I knew who it was because we went to high school together, but like I was a fucking loser, so he didn't know who I was, but I knew who he was. He was just always one of the like hot football players. Yeah. But I didn't really give a fuck about him. Right. And then like I saw, and like he turned into like a man, and like he had like long hair, beard, tattoos, and I was just like, right.
That's the one for me.
I need this man. And he's also really tall, so that's like also something.
A plus.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was like, oh, you're so-and-so's cousin. And I go, if you want me to be. No, I didn't say that, but I was just like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah. That's my cousin.
And he's like really good friends with my cousins. And yeah, and then I didn't see him again for a year. And at this point, I was dating Mr. Scary.
Spooky.
I went out that night. I was with my stepbrother's ex-girlfriend. And this was 2 weeks after I started. The reason I started catching on to the fact that like he was telling no one we were dating was because we were supposed to go on a double date with my other stepbrother and his girlfriend. And it was a double date. He then invited his brother that I used to be friends with. So it was like a group of 5 instead of a double date. And I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you didn't want to go on a date with just me. So I made it a double date. And now you're inviting your brother.
Yeah.
So then I started catching on. He was at a wedding rehearsal dinner. He was in the wedding and I did not get invited as his plus one. He went alone to 2 weddings while we were dating.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
And that's like a thing too, is it's like if a man is not taking you out on dates and he's not like trying to like show you off, like that man hates you.
I basically had to threaten to leave for him to like actually call me his girlfriend, but it was just to me and like his direct family because I was at his house every single night.
Right.
And then I was like, listen, like if you're not like in love with me, just say that. And he goes, okay, I'm not in love with you. Like, okay, so this is done. And then so then I see him out and my friend is there. I don't know what he was doing. I didn't even have the time to say hi because I was just sick to my stomach because my ex was like, oh, I tried calling you earlier to like hook up during my lunch break, but you weren't there, so I had to watch porn. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
like, you can't wait. Big problem.
That was a fucking problem. And so
Yeah.
then I stormed out, but then I realized I didn't have a ride home, so I just sat on his car until he was done.
That can happen. I educated Evie on this yesterday.
She sure did.
It's called The Body Keeps the Score. And it's like basically the notion that like your body will internalize trauma and
Yeah.
like literally like change how your body functions.
And it's so true.
And it's so true. Like when you are in a relationship with somebody that is not the one for you, and or like they are abusive or like whatever the case is, like your body will literally be screaming at you that like to get out.
Screaming.
Like when I was in a relationship with somebody that was not the person for me, like I was having constant headaches, tired all the time. Like I literally could not go through a day without taking a nap. Yeah. Like my eating habits were like all over the place. Like one day I could not like stop eating, and then the next day I wouldn't eat for like 3 days.
Yeah.
So it was like, and I just thought it was normal because I was like, oh, like I'm 25 now, like this is what your body does when you're a growing woman, which was not the case at all. Like that was not the case at all, because the second that that person left my life, it was like, I don't have headaches anymore. I can get through every day without taking a nap. Like my eating is back in order. Like, you know, so it's like your body will scream at you if you are in the wrong relationship. Not all the time, but like sometimes.
Yeah, it definitely does. I've definitely experienced that too with Mr. Scary. I feel like, yeah, I had definitely migraines. I also like, I quit birth control, and this is what's so funny because I blamed it on like the birth control, but I do believe it was him just because I quit birth control and I was fine, and then we started talking, and then suddenly I started getting like horrible cystic acne, and then I also like 4 months in, when it got really bad, my periods came back so fucking horrible, like to the point I was like passing out and throwing up all the time.
Yeah.
And like it was just brutal. And then like I would have migraines randomly. When I totaled my car and I called him, he like canceled plans with me that night, so it's all his fault. And I was like, hey, I'm in the ambulance, but he wasn't answering the phone. And I was like, I just crashed my car. And he thought I was lying. He was like, no, you didn't. And then he posted a Be Real at a campfire with his friends.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
I'm in the emergency room sending him
he's posting
pictures.
a Be Real.
He goes, and then like we've talked about this so many times. He goes, well, I thought you were crazy.
Brother, you be real. That's insane. Literally insane.
Insane.
And like I've also heard of like girls that are like, when they are no longer with somebody, they're like, oh my God, like it's so weird. I was getting UTIs all the time. I was getting yeast infections all the time, which like could happen.
It's happened to me.
And it's like your body is literally like rejecting that person. It's like a toxic like entity in your life, just like sucking the life out of you.
So, and this is when it went like rapid fire, like boom, boom, boom. So I got into my car accident. The next day, I was like, can you please make plans with me? Like, can you please hang out? I was trying to be distracted. There was a lady vomiting in front of me. There's someone else bleeding.
Oh my God.
I hate all of that. Walked out of the emergency room and I sat in the parking lot and waited for my mom to come pick me up. Like, I couldn't do it. So the next day, the day after my car accident, I had a concussion. He asked me to tweeze his eyebrows. And I did it. And then I get strep a week later from being in the emergency room.
Oh, so God was giving you sign after sign after sign.
And then I got a UTI.
So when you have a gut feeling, listen to
Believe it.
And believe the red flags. Like if because there were so many, like I've been in situations where I've ignored so many red flags, and like at the end of the day, like it sucks, but like I am the one who had to pay the price for ignoring those red flags. Oh, yeah. But like I'm thankful because now I know better and I'm wiser. And I can.
And you're proud Mary.
And I'm literally proud Mary.
Gut feelings versus paranoia / like trauma.
Yeah, I think that sometimes like your past can like creep up on you and make you think that somebody's like plotting against you.
Yeah.
Because of what I went through with a certain individual,
Right.
I have it completely like altered my brain chemistry in the fact that I cannot trust anybody, like even myself.
Oh, same.
And so it's like my own birthday, like I couldn't even, I mean, I obviously like had a blast,
Yeah.
of course. But in the back of my head the whole time, I'm like, how, like, are these people actually here because they love me? And it's like, I can't trust that. And so it's like that in a situation like that, I know that like that's paranoia.
Yeah, definitely.
I know these people would not just like show up here to my birthday party to hang out with me
Exactly.
and get me gifts and like talk to me all night, like just to then like shit on me the next day or like plan my downfall, you know?
No,
like
we're not
so,
plotting on you.
yeah,
We just love you.
exactly. So it's like that with something like that, like that's definitely like paranoia.
Oh, absolutely.
But I've definitely had like intuition and gut feelings like with certain people. Like I've gone on a few dates like in the past few months, and like the second I get a gut feeling about somebody that like it's not gonna work, boom, bye, sorry,
Bye-bye.
love ya, it was fun, but I gotta go.
Just character traits of him saying similar things to what my ex said to me that I think are paranoia versus like actually being like a red flag.
Right.
Just because my ex was not genuine. He wanted to say anything he could to like just, you know, do his thing. But
because narcissists will do that.
Narcissists be like that.
I think that like a lot of people throw that word around, like narcissist,
They do.
like thinking that it's like, oh, I'm just like self-centered. Like, no, it's actually like much more sinister than
It's
that.
actually
and like evil.
Quite evil, and it actually like rewires people's brains.
Yeah.
And I'm genuinely so fucked up from like my ex, because like even talking now to my friend, he like I just don't know how to respond. I just shut down and I'm just like, don't know. Don't know. I don't know. I don't care.
Because
even
like
I
you
do
get
care.
so like,
And like he's having like emotions, and I don't know how to fucking handle it.
you get like a lot of like, well, I like we'll save this for another episode, like, and go into it like a lot more. But a lot of people who have been with narcissists like experience CPTSD, where like you'll literally like, if something like even remotely close to the situation you were in with the person, the narcissist, happens, it's like your brain like associates that person like with that situation immediately, and it's like you could write that, like, I mean, in my experience, I've written people off immediately without like,
absolutely,
because of that.
Right.
But we'll do a whole episode on that.
We'll do a whole episode on that.
We're so educated on the topic.
Also, like signs from God, like confirmation from God. Like when you ask God for a sign, he does not play.
Like he does not play. And like when, after everything that happened with somebody that I was involved with, I'm not even gonna say.
He doesn't deserve
a label at all. But somebody that I was involved with, like once that ended and like I found out all of this stuff that was happening behind the scenes, kind of like we had a lot of mutual friends, and like I got really close to God like after that, because I didn't really know where to go. I was in shambles for a long time, but I like did a removal prayer where I was like, Lord, like if these people are not meant to be in my life, like please remove them. No questions asked, nothing. And he was the only one that was removed from my life.
Exactly. That removal prayer is powerful.
Yeah. Like God does not play.
And I've done that prayer with intention to one person, and then someone else goes bye-bye. Yeah. And I'm like, whoa. The last time I did it, it was for this man that I'm currently seeing, and I did it with that intention because he's like, and I don't think, because okay, there's like men of God that are like fully in the church, but then they can be like pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But then there's men that like don't know God, you don't have a relationship with God, but are willing and are also just good people.
Like don't shit on me
Right.
for reading the Bible.
Exactly.
But like
Absolutely.
you don't have to do it. Like it's on,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Like to each their own. As long
Yeah.
as you like believe in God, then I'm good.
Right.
Like,
The difference between that is like a man who has integrity. Like I think that there's so many men who have absolutely no integrity, and that's
Yeah.
why they're so quick to cheat on somebody, why they're
Yeah.
so quick to like be terrible people because they have absolutely no integrity.
Yeah.
And it's so disappointing because it's like you think somebody does, and then they show you a million reasons why they have absolutely no integrity in their
Exactly.
body.
But so the last I did that prayer because of him, and then literally 3 people that I was not expecting, all within a day, show me their true colors. Like my ex was emailing me, there was snake emojis in there, and
Right.
you know the snake. Then the girl that he was talking to me about, who I was friends with, that he was like saying like, oh, she came over and we hooked up and blah blah blah, and don't know. When I confronted her about it, instead of saying, oh, that didn't happen, like why would he say that, she goes ha 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 and sends me screenshots of their DMs over the past couple of years. And then she changed her Bitmoji to the devil horns.
That's crazy. God will really like when you have a gut feeling, like
yeah.
you go to God and he will show you everything that you need to
says
know
yes.
about the situation. Like that's one thing that I know for sure.
Absolutely. You ask God for a sign,
He's
boom.
going to give it to you.
He gonna give it to you, and it's not gonna be what you're looking for, but you're gonna know it's from him.
Yeah, and it might suck.
It might suck.
Like cuz I've gone through situations where it sucks so bad and it's like, "Oh my god, I didn't want this to happen. My whole life is changing, blah blah blah, whatever." And it sucks in the moment, but then like once you're out of it and like you really look at your life,
yeah.
you just realize like things are like God has a plan for us all, and like everything's working out in your favor. Even if things
Exactly.
suck, like you're going through that so that you could be stronger.
And like there's just so much peace in like reading the Bible and going to church even. And every time, like I was going to church every single Sunday 9 a.m. but then like I started going out and it'd be like that.
It'd
But
be
my
like
church
that.
does live stream, so I do try to watch it. Like Sundays I try to make my nail day, and like I'll do my nails and watch the live stream.
Yeah.
Just so like I have that time. Every single time that I've gone to my church, I've always left like with something that I needed to hear but didn't know what.
Right.
Like I just go there because it's like peaceful. That's my
Exactly.
Jesus time, and I love my church is like really fun. That's why when I was talking to my high school boyfriend's best roommate friend thing, because he was telling me he lives in my old building and I get coffee there and do Bible study with my friend.
yeah.
And he was like, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't read the Bible. And I was like, I promise you I do.
I
though.
do.
I literally do. And he's like, no, you don't. He's like, you don't go to church. I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Like, who are you to question me? Like,
Right.
like I'm not one of those people that's going to like shove that shit down your throat. But
Right.
like at the same time, like to each their own. Because
Yeah.
I respect other people's religions, their opinions on stuff.
Right. It's like don't shit on me because
Yeah,
I
but like
do
I'm
whatever I
also
want.
entitled to believe what I believe,
Exactly.
which is always correct because I'm always right.
Yeah.
And in my name,
The
never
N
wrong.
stands for never wrong.
So we're gonna do a little read through.
These are from Mr. Scary.
These are from Mr. Scary.
The Mr. Scary Diaries. They're so good. They really are.
Oh,
It makes you feel a lot better about yourself.
he told me that a ghost followed a girl on Instagram.
Right.
So he had followed this girl on Instagram on Valentine's Day when I was making cupcakes in his kitchen. He was upstairs following girls on Instagram. He ended up unfollowing her, but then we went on a break and I was in Florida and he refollowed her. He blamed it on a ghost.
I mean,
He said it was a fucking
how does that
ghost.
even happen?
I mean, that's insane.
It was a ghost. Like, he really thought you were going to believe that?
I was like, oh, was it the same ghost that followed that girl? And he goes, must have been.
Bruh.
Right. And then he swore on his mother and he swore on his brother when he was lying. And I said, I have Snapchat Plus. It tells me in green. I go, that's actually a wild thing to say and then lie. Remember that time when you swore on your little brother and then he busted his eye open?
Don't do it again.
Right. This is an email regarding LOL. If your band has the info for the account, I will sue you. You wrote they can't see it earlier. You fucking scumbag. Fuck you. Sent from my iPhone.
Sent from my iPhone is Taylor. And let me just tell you, our Instagram account for our podcast, I went to bed. He started calling it one day, and I text Evie. I'm like, is this him? Is this Mr. Scary?
His car detailing account.
Yeah, I'm like, he's calling the Instagram, and I said I'm about to pick it up and tell him to go fuck himself.
Oh my God.
So then I silenced my notifications because I was going to bed. I woke up in the morning. I didn't read any of the messages, but I was scrolling on my notifications. Oh my God, there had to have been 200 messages from him.
Oh, there were.
Like at least 200. It was insane.
This was when he said something to piss me off, and he was like, yeah, I'll send you a video of like him like hooking up with another girl. And I go,
perfect.
Okay, bet. So I'm going to send you a video of me, you know. And he goes, then he emails me and said, keep your weak ass out of my phone with your ghetto sex bullshit. So fucking nasty. I'm washing my bedding right now. Extra rinse and detergent. Puke emoji. Have fun making that video. I'm sure you already have 15 of them on your phone. So grody. Sent from my iPhone. I go, I'm happy you're finally washing your sheets. Loser. All caps.
Loser.
I made the font bigger somehow. Regarding, I'm a fat pig. Fucking prove it. Pick up the phone and swear. Congratulations. Good job. I'm done. Sent from my iPhone. I go, thank God.
That one kills me. I'm done.
All of his
Thank
emails are in
God.
stanza format.
He loves a poem.
He loves a good poem.
He
Don't
does.
we all? Regarding, I know you're with someone else. I want to give you your shit back tonight. Call me now. Call me now. I want to make a plan to give you your stuff tonight.
He's bad.
And then, this was the best stanza. So the girl that he cheated on me with, he was trying to lie and say that they weren't still hanging out. They were. She posted a picture of like a text message. It was like a profile picture of like someone's big ass nose. I just assumed it was him.
Right.
With like wearing her glasses.
Yeah.
And I go, it's literally a pic of you with her glasses on. I don't know how you think I'm that dumb. He goes, I'm going to say this one time. It's not me. It will never be me. Leave me alone. Sent from my iPhone.
It will never be me.
Regarding, you are a liar. Dude, I'm at your apartment. Where are you? Insert picture of my apartment.
Sent from my iPhone.
No subject. Calling my mom right now so she blocks your shit.
Insane.
Via Pinterest. Pick up the phone, pussy.
Pinterest. He resulted to Pinterest.
Via Pinterest. The things I need to say cannot be said over text.
That one kills me every time. I love that one so much.
So good.
I'm about to like literally like blow it up and make a poster of it.
You should. Venmo. I need help later.
That one kills me.
Change the profile picture. Also Venmo. Okie dokie. I have a date tomorrow night anyway. Probably better.
Thank you so much for that info.
Request $10. Unblock my number. Are you on my Peacock? Then emails me. Subject line, Peacock. Unblock my number. Are you on my Peacock? Sent from my iPhone. Comments on Venmo. Hello. All caps.
I'm crying.
A request for $2. Liar fee.
Liar fee.
Request $50 for wasting my time.
Right. The dichotomy of it all.
Those are the screenshots that I had on deck.
Right.
I will lurk for more.
We will find them.
I will find more for you guys.
But thanks so much for listening.
Thanks so much for listening. See you
We'll
guys
see you next time.
week. Bye.